So I'm going to cover how you can create clear action plans to achieving your goals, from fitness to business. This applies to everything. Guys, success is a fucking science. If you can create success in one aspect of your life, I'm a firm believer how you do one thing is how you do all. In this episode, we are going to dive into how to hit your goals at all costs. Man, oh man, am I excited for this one. I'm just going to get right into it. When it comes to setting goals, following through, and actually achieving those goals, it means that you have clear processes, methods, and standards to go with them. Otherwise, goals are just ideas, at best. You cannot call a goal if you do not have a process to go with it, a method to get there, and also standards to go with them. So I'm going to cover how you can create clear action plans to achieving your goals, from fitness to business. This applies to everything. Guys, success is a fucking science. If you can create success in one aspect of your life, I'm a firm believer how you do one thing is how you do all. And you can take the success of one area of your life and translate that into every other area in your life. Let's say from fitness and your health, all the way to mental, emotional, spiritual, all the way to financial, all the way to relationship or relationships. But first, let's get this out of the way. Let's stop being so general with our goals. If you continue to be general and say, I just want to be fit. I just want to feel better. I just want to lose some weight. I just want to gain a little bit of muscle. I just want to tone up a little bit. Oh my God. Great. You told me what you want. That's not a goal. General goals don't challenge you or compel you to get off your ass and fucking move. That's just the God honest truth. All right, you want to lose some weight. How much do you need to lose? Oh, I want to feel better. What is better? Oh, I want to feel comfortable in my own skin. What is comfortable? I want to lose 20 pounds. Why? Chad, I want more energy to perform at a higher level in business. That's what feeling better means to me. Okay, why? Chad, feeling like I actually practice what I preach and can look at myself in the mirror seriously is what comfort in my own skin means. Okay. Why do you want that? Because I can't, right now, I want to lose weight because I can't go out and be social and live my life and go on vacations without feeling insecure in myself. And in the summer by the beach, by the pool, I got sweat dripping down my back because I don't want to take my top off. Whoa. Okay. Now we're fucking talking. Yo, I want to feel better, Chad. I want more energy to perform at a higher level in my career. That's why I want to feel better. Okay, why? So I can better provide for my family, for my future, set an example for others. That's why. Now we're fucking talking. You want to be comfortable in your own skin so you can practice what you preach and look at yourself in the mirror seriously. Okay, great. Why do you want that? Because right now I feel like an imposter and I'm done letting myself off the hook and playing fucking small. Because this is showing up in every aspect of my life, not just my personal health and fitness. Now we're talking. I'm not asking for general goals. I'm asking you to get to the very core reason as to why your goals are not only important to you, but why they matter and how they have an impact in every single aspect and pillar of your life that you value and that is important to you. And that is something that you must sit with in order to change, in order to follow through, and in order to call it a real goal. Otherwise, it just is an idea. the work that it takes to get there, the skills that you need to learn, the failures that you must endure and go through and experience, and the changes that you need to make in your life in order to transform your life top to fucking bottom will always seem way too intimidating until you tell yourself the truth. Not only about why these goals are important to you, but about where you are as a person and why you are falling short and not executing and following through on your word. Why at best you're giving yourself just a glance in the mirror and not a look at your best self staring back at you. It's not comfortable, yet most people will do whatever it takes to avoid facing this and just continue to repeat the same patterns, same poor habits, and live with reality non-existent personal standards. Most people will live in, hey, I want to change, but not follow through. At some point, those same people just grow tired of wanting things and saying that they want things, and they grow tired of having ideas, not goals. And then they just start flat out ignoring all of their personal goals because letting themselves down by saying that they want to be more fit, that they want to have more energy, that they want to lose weight, that they want to be more successful in business, saying that they want all those things but not actually following through, that is what crushes people's self-esteem. That's what crushes people's confidence, is not following the fuck through on promises that they're making to themselves. So yeah, there's a high level of responsibility that comes with your word. There's a high level of responsibility that comes with a goal or saying that you want something. And when you grow used to not following through, you grow afraid of commitment. Because committing to something or saying that you want something is now associated with the pain of not following through and the pain of feeling insecure. That's a fucking tough hole to get out of, but it's not impossible. And that's why I am recording this today. So that way we can give you more clarity and create real action plans around your goals. And we're going to break down whatever goal that you have, health, fitness, business, relationship, into 3 categories. And if you're taking notes, if you can take notes anywhere, please do. And categorize, you can maybe put 3 columns at the top and say process on the left, performance in the middle, outcome on the right. And let's define these kind of step by step and talk about how they all integrate and play a role together to help you achieve your goals. Process. This is simple. What are you actually doing to move the needle forward every single day? Do you have goals to make meals? Do you have goals to go to bed on time? Do you have goals to wake up at a certain time? Do you have goals to get in a certain amount of water? Do you have goals to get to the gym at a certain time? Like, that is very simple. Very, very simple. And I love what Andy Frisella has to say about winning the day. Are you clear on the processes of every single day that you need to check off, that you need to complete for you to go to bed and be like, damn, I showed up. I did the work. I checked off my boxes. I did what I was sent out to do. I followed through. I committed myself. It's that daily action and that compounding interest over time that turns you into a fucking winner, that gets you closer to your goals. Performance goals. What does that look like? What does that mean? That's simply how well did the process goals work for you. When you measure your process and you take a look at the data from your process and the data of your consistency, what do you have from that? What are you collecting from that? What's working versus not working? What needs to be adjusted? What needs to be shifted? And this is why we always say here at Beyond Built, what does not get measured does not get improved. And again, how you do one thing is how you do all things. So from a business standpoint, if you're not tracking your numbers, how do you know where you need to improve? From a fitness standpoint, if you're not tracking your numbers in terms of progression in the gym, calories that you're hitting, protein goal that you're hitting, steps, water, if you're not getting consistent numbers, if you have numbers to look at, how can you make decisions? How do you know what needs to be adjusted up or down in order to move past plateaus, stay ahead of plateaus, keep progress moving forward at a decent rate? You can't make any decisions without the data. So process is that data collection that happens day to day. Performance is, okay, at the end of the week, what percent of macros did I hit? How many days did I hit my nutrition goal? How many days did I hit my water goal? How much sleep did I average this past week? How many steps did I average this past week? How much stronger did I get this past week? Did I hit any PRs? Did I make any good progressions? Man, even looking at like training videos that I took of myself, did form improve? Did technique improve? Did my control improve? Those are all performance goals that you can set for yourself. Man, I'm looking to hit X amount of days nutrition-wise. Hey, I'm looking to, add 1 rep or 2 reps to this set this week. Hey, I'm looking to add an extra 30 minutes of sleep to my week. Oh, hey, I'm looking to add an extra 1,000 steps. Like, are you setting performance goals to wrap up and look at the end of each week and at the end of each month to ensure that you're on the right track? For example, from a fat loss standpoint, man, am I losing 1% of my body weight this week? Great performance goal to have. Outcome goals. Think big picture here. Now, this is where we're kind of wrapping it in. Take your general goal and expand that shit. I told you earlier that like a general goal doesn't really drive the needle forward. It doesn't really challenge you or compel you enough. Because I think a lot of people will set smaller goals out of a place. This is a topic for another conversation. And I will make this a topic for another conversation. But a lot of people just set safe, certain goals. I've been here before. I've done it before. Blah, blah, blah. How does that challenge you? How does that take you out of your comfort zone? How does that force you to fail? Literally, how does that force you to fail? Like, if your goal doesn't make you sit back and be like, fuck, like, man, this, I might look a little stupid going for this. I might feel stupid even setting this goal. I'm honestly a little bit afraid of what people are going to think of me having this goal. I'm a little bit afraid of judgment right now. If you're not getting the creeps about that shit a little bit, your goal's not fucking challenging you. Your goal's not inspiring you to get off your ass. It needs to fucking scare you, and it needs to be big. Topic for another conversation. But when it comes to setting your outcome goals, what's the big end process goal that defines success to you? Is it how much weight that you lost over the course of your entire diet? Is it, again, why you're doing all of this in the first place? What does losing the weight lead to? What does gaining the muscle lead to? Does that mean that you show up differently in your relationships? If you're a coach, does that mean that you're showing up differently for your clients, that you're setting an example for them? Does that also mean that you get to connect with them on a more intimate level because you're walking the walk and you're step by step with them? Does that mean that you are holding a standard for yourself which demands that same standard from friends and family, clients, everyone around you? Because if they see you setting the example and walking the walk, they don't have any other fucking option to keep up with you. What does this mean? What does this all mean? What is the outcome tied to? Now, the truth is, again, you need that clarity on why it's important. You need that clarity on how this improves every single aspect of your life. You need the big, challenging outcome goal to direct your efforts. That's like your light at the end of the tunnel. If you don't have that, if you're not clear on why it's important, if you're not clear on what this goal is, do you ever really feel purpose? Do you ever really feel a lot of drive and motive at all? No, you don't. Hell, if I'm not working towards something, if I don't have a mission, if you don't have a mission to fulfill, to serve, that is not just big and important for you, but it's also big and important for reasons that are bigger than you, there's not going to be a drive there. You need to have a mission to serve. You need to have purpose to fulfill day to day to feel fulfilled. Along with that, though, you also need performance goals to keep you on track. If you don't know how much weight you need to lose a week, how do you make decisions to accomplish a 3 to 4 month fat loss goal? Right? How do you know what adjustments that you need to make? How do you know how to plan out the timeline for that 3 to 4 months and commit? Otherwise, it's just kind of go with the flow. We'll see what happens. Let's react to shit that happens. And that's just That's just a free pass to overwhelm, burnout, confusion, feeling fucking lost, not even knowing what success looks like. Process goals are what actually gets you the results that you're looking for. They are, hands down, the most important part of this process. These are the daily standards and practices and standards that you must hold yourself to in order to achieve X goal, in order to become Y person. You won't lose fat if you don't eat in a calorie deficit. You're not going to gain muscle if you are not progressing in your training like hell and demanding yourself to keep up with consuming calories and enough calories to grow. So without process goals, where are you? If you want to succeed, if you want to win at a high level, you need outcome goals that challenge you and compel you. You must have performance goals that are consistent, realistic, some level safe. Like if you're like, Chad, I'm going to lose 5% of my body weight a week. That's not fucking safe. Well, Chad, I'm going to gain 3% of my body weight a week. You're just going to get fucking fat. Like, so like be reasonable when it comes to setting performance goals. And then process goals. This is how you literally live your life. I'm going to keep drilling it home. Process goals are how you live your life. You want to put most of your time, most of your efforts into your process goals. You do not want to be the person that sits there and has ideas at best, that sits there and says that they want something, that sits there and dreams for things, and sits there and wishes for things, and wishes for outcomes to be hit, and wishes for progress, but does not walk the walk every single day and win one day at a time. The best part of this is when you just become fucking obsessed with the process goals themselves and how good it feels to follow the fuck through with those. The outcomes just happen, man. I'm telling you right now. I'd take the individual with not so clear outcome goals and maybe not as even that consistent of performance goals, but just nails the process every single day. Like takes absolute incredible care of themselves. Like aims to perform at the highest level possible when it comes to their training, when it comes to how they show up in their career, when it comes to relationships, consistently pouring into those relationships, because that person is consistently pouring into themselves. I'll take the person that's always focusing on winning one day at a time and just being clear on like, hey, this is what I need to do and this is what I need to accomplish today in order for me to feel alive, fulfilled, happy, energized. I'll take that person over the person that's just like, yo, I'm going to become the next fucking C-bomb, but doesn't fucking track their macros. I'm going to become the next Laura Lee Chapados, but doesn't train their fucking glutes hard. Like, on a consistent basis. Okay. For real though. Like nobody enjoys the person that comes to the dinner table and talks about, oh, I'm just going to have this big grand life and these are all the things I'm going to fucking accomplish. But like, they're not practicing what they preach. Don't be that fucking person. Don't be that person. For real. You don't want to be that person that sits there and tries to learn everything that you possibly can, that tries to just meticulously overthink every single variable possible, but does not train hard enough, does not diet properly. Those are the same people that are like, well, I know what to do, I'm just not doing it. Those are the same people that try to consume every single fucking resource when it comes to the optimization of muscle building, fat loss, metabolism, hormones, gut health, so on and so forth. Yet, when it comes to receiving advice or taking advice or sitting down and planning, they're like, oh no, fuck that. Like, fuck planning, that takes time. Like, oh, no, not for me. Oh, I don't need the help. I got this. It's all me. I know enough. I know what I'm doing. Kind of thing. That's the same exact person that says that and then doesn't make any results and has zero fucking right to complain about a lack of results because of the way they're behaving. Like, back it the fuck up. Your goals are not your goals unless you're backing it the fuck up with action. That's the truth. So your homework is to divide outcome into performance into process and get very clear on those. If you need to start with the process, start with the process. I like starting with the outcome. And when I'm writing down outcomes, I'm not just sitting there and being like, oh, is this too, am I being overzealous right now? If you're asking yourself to become Mr. fucking Olympia in 12 months, you probably are. But I want you to sit there like you're a 5-year-old kid. Has no care in the world, no judgment in the world. You believe in yourself so much. I want you to come to that place when you're writing down your outcome goals. Have fucking fun with it. And get clear on the performance goals, the habits, the standards, the day-to-day process. The beautiful part about this all is like you're not going to be perfect with it. You might need to make some tweaks. You might need to make some adjustments. But again, if this isn't clear, if this isn't measured, if this isn't all written down, you don't have an opportunity to come back and adjust, because what does not get measured does not get improved. So I hope this helps. Take it, run it, go fucking crush it. I want to see you win big. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it. Share this with somebody that you can use as accountability to help you with this stuff, man. If you think other people need to hear this message, please share it to your story. Tag us, myself, Chad Morgan Fit, Beyond Built Training on IG. Always reshare, and I'll send you a kind voice message or a selfie or voice memo and just talk about how much I appreciate you sharing it. So thanks so much. See you guys in the next episode.